Bitcoin is moving like crazy, guys. So right now, I've decided to actually bring on an expert that would tell me where Bitcoin is going next. And also, as I like to give some nice long and short trade setups, I'm going to tell him to give you guys the best setups for Bitcoin because, as you know, Bitcoin has literally bumped like crazy from 108 to 120. So I think most of you guys have missed this quick move. So maybe we are might going to wait for a retracement move for a better chance to get on. So let me introduce my good friend Freddie here, who is an actual expert and a trader on Bitcoin and some other cryptocurrencies.
Hey, bro. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to share my ideas with your community today. And overall, the whole market is pumping, and it's really, really nice. I think, maybe the bottom is in now that we are above the point of control. The way that we pushed above this and also the value area high just looks so strong. We're kind of like one time framing on the daily and looking at the weekly. It's like a very strong move. I think this weekly close will tell everything. If we close above here or we close right back down at the point of control. So my suggestions, like for everyone, if you're not in a long, don't FOMO in. You have to wait for retracement. Just be patient. But if you're in a long, I'll take some profits off the table because you're probably in big profits already, and we're in a little bit of resistance right now because we rejected from the, I think that's the local seven, no, that's like the higher time frame 786. Yes, so if we use the Fibonacci tool, and we rejected right at the top of this fib level. So right now, if you want a long, might be actually a little bit too late for this setup, but I gave this setup just today. We had a weekly level right there. That is tap, by the way. So this is a tap weekly, and that was like, it's a local gold pocket. I'm gonna give it a shot, and I did long this. I'm still in this long because I'm gonna take it maybe all the way to 125K if we get a TGIF today, because ES and Nasdaq is still holding. They're at all-time highs. There's no reason for me to sell right now. Even with the government shutdown, maybe they could pass a bill, next week. Plus, a lot of people are speculating. We have a 25 BPS rate cut, another coming during, I think, midweek of October. If correct me if I'm wrong. Plus, Trump said yesterday that they're going to give a 2K or one to 2K stimulus check from the tariff that they're raking in every month. That is the 2020 playbook that happened on that bull run all the way to 2021. So what happened was people received money from the government, from COVID-19, and all of that money went into the stocks, to crypto, to meme coins. So I think this is going very, very parabolic in the coming weeks. And looking at it right now, all I want is for Bitcoin's weekly close to be at least above 120K. We don't want Bitcoin to come down and close around here for next week. But if we do, at least I want it to hold the previous month high. If we could pull up my indicators, give me a second. So if we do get a pullback, boys, Bitcoin must hold 118 to 117, 500 right here. You have like the previous month high right there. You have like an anchored view up. I think that's going to be a pretty strong level. Looking at the volume profile, like how it's traded right around here, most of the volume right there. So I think that's going to hold. But if you want to get into a breakout long, I would suggest you wait for how weekend is going to trade, because value area high is holding right now, and the PDEQ, that is signaling a very bullish reaction. But I wouldn't want a long here, because we are beyond premium. So if you don't have a position right now, just don't FOMO in. Just wait for another setup. There's going to be always another opportunity every day. For my price targets, you have some negative fibs. Here are the numbers from this low to this high. So it's pointing, up to 138K. But Realistically, I would, say like maybe 130K, 133K for Bitcoin. I think it's very achievable. And then once people rotate that, I hope Ethereum and Solana can go even to like $500 for one Solana, and then for Ethereum at least 6,000, so that we can have very
I
nice.
just want to have one final question for you, Freddy. Say someone has held or made some nice profits on Bitcoin and other coins by actually investing and holding right now. When would you tell them to sell? At a specific Bitcoin price, at a specific time? What do you think is the best way to do it right now, as we are literally maybe reaching the euphoric phase of this bull run?
I would say they would need to set limits and have clear price targets, like psychological numbers, round numbers. Like for Bitcoin, 125K, 130K, round numbers. Because if you're not going to have targets, you're just going to keep on holding and say it's going to keep going up, it's going to keep going up. And then the next thing you know, price is going to come down, never going to come back up. We're going to enter a bear market, and you basically miss out on the whole profit. So it's going to be very hard without having a specific sell limit target profits. So my suggestion, just put a sell limit on. Like, don't be the guy that round trips a whole 6-7 figure just because you want a little bit more. That's what I've learned from this whole market. I've round tripped so many plays throughout my trading journey, and now I'm just being happy with like getting a 10% move, 5% move. I'm always gonna take profits now, because I've already been burned a lot. So
that's the best answer, to be honest. This is why I've got Freddy as an expert to tell me this answer, because as I told you guys, because YouTube and Twitter is riddled and filled with some like fake gurus who are selling you on the dream of the 10x, 100x next coin. However, the most realistic thing is just to be happy about the profits, take profit as you go up, and as he said, never do the whole round trip around the going above and then going back down. It's a roller coaster that only goes down somehow. So I think that's the best answer to be having, although someone might be looking for the next 10x Bitcoin. However, this is the most realistic, profitable answer that maybe would actually give you some profits before the bull run ends and then we lose everything. Thanks to you. Thank you very much, Freddy, on giving us some amazing ideas and also some realistic facts about Bitcoin. And thanks you guys for watching. Have a good day.